Definitely a way to avoid responsibility. Because if they really wanted to get into a relationship, they would have the guts to tell you and not drag it out.
I feel like it would make someone feel really anxious and confused.
Like if you don't define it, then what are you, right? So eventually you have to define something of what you guys actually are.
Do you think situationships are common in the US, and how do you personally?
Yeah, I think they're pretty common.
They're a little too common, I think.
In my social circles, they're definitely quite common.
I think they're pretty common. The more modern, more liberal values come in and people kind of take things a little bit more relaxed. I'm personally less of a fan as I got older, but when you're younger and you're not going to commit to one person, I get it.
They are absolutely common in the US, in a world where like connection is so hard to find good people that you really connect with and feel safe with.
Would you keep seeing them, or would you eventually end it?
I would end it. I don't think I would want to put myself through that.
I guess I'd probably drop it.
It's not just a waste of everyone's time, it's a waste of everyone's energy. Yeah, I just think it's a waste. Like, just get into a relationship. If you like each other, just fucking let it be that. If you don't.
You don't want to drag someone along for the ride, so better to cut it off earlier than later.
I think it's depend on the age. If maybe I'm 16 or 18, I will still like see this guy, but maybe if I'm older and I'm searching for something more serious, I will not like be with him.
Situationship, do you think it's okay to see multiple people?
No, I don't really think it's okay. How could you see multiple people if you have a full-time job? And like, it's just kind of more of like an unemployed kind of activity in my opinion. Yeah, I just don't know how the fuck they have that much time.
But with open communication, like if both people are okay with it, yeah, I'd say it's okay.
Every person is different. For me, no. But if you're lying to your partners, then that's wrong.
They're like clearly stating that they're like friends and whatnot, then I think it would be okay. But if they're clearly only leading the other person on, then I don't think so.
Something honest, or more like a way to avoid responsibility?
Definitely a way to avoid responsibility. Because if they really wanted to get into a relationship, they would have the guts to tell you, like, hey, I want to be your partner, and not drag it out.
The situationships I feel like are not really usually honest. They're kind of just leading someone on, one person has feelings, the other person doesn't, leading them on and just being a coward about it, usually.
If you're in a situationship with someone for like a year, then you're pretty much scared to commit.
I think it's a way to avoid responsibility. I think I follow this and I tell people to follow this as well. If you're seeing somebody and you don't want to deal with their ups and downs, I believe certain things shouldn't be entertained. You shouldn't have access to the most intimate parts of them. Holding hands, going on a date, you get a certain level of connection, but it's still a distance and it's respectful.
Comfortable, or does it actually make others feel anxious?
It definitely makes people anxious, or at least I think most people. If you don't know what you are, you're not really sure how to move like forward.
I feel like it would make someone feel really anxious and confused. I don't like that.
Like if you don't define it, then what are you, right? If it's just a feeling, then when the feeling goes, are you guys done? So eventually you have to define something of what you guys actually are.
Some people it probably feels good for them. Me, I definitely like to define what I'm doing. I'm a free spirit, but I like to have a general direction in which I'm going, and I like to know what people's place is in my life so that I don't hurt people on accident. Let's say I'm talking to somebody else and they see me or see a message and then their feelings are hurt. I feel bad because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
I would say it's more like a confusion anxiety thing. You've got to be open in your communication. If you're not defining the relationship, if you want it defined, that's like kind of mean, honestly.
How long can a situationship last before you think it should?
A week. A literal week. I think that we are too comfortable not dating people seriously. If you want to like date someone, just date them seriously. You don't like it, you break up, it's fine. But I think a situationship lasting more than a week is very dumb.
3 or 4 months that you're consistently seeing the same person, and just ask her out.
Can't wait too long and you can't rush too fast. You need to see the person in different perspectives. Is this a person that I trust with my future? That's more important than time, is building that trust.
I know the 3-month rule is kind of popular. 2-3 months, just because you want to get to know the person.
It's better to know than to not know. And if you don't know, just say you don't know, and that's okay.